Hi, my name is Graham Mann. Welcome to my podcast with Graham Mann. Today I'm going to cover water strategy. Now, it's a strategy that basically we've devised over the years that works. So the first thing we talk about is centralising billing data. So whatever happens, the billing data, all the water bills need to be sent to one place. So if you've got a large portfolio or you've got a couple of sites, whatever, they need to go to one place. So once they're in one place, then they can be sent off to ourselves, and we'll compile a water and wastewater database. Now what this is we take all the relevant elements of the charge out of the bill. So we extract all the detail out of the bill and we input these in the water database, so then we can see what the charges are and start looking at whether or not the charges are incorrect or they can be reduced by tariff reduction or water consumption. The second item on the agenda is cleaning the water database. So basically we look at the charges and tariffs to make sure that you as a customer are paying the correct charges. Sometimes they're overcharges and sometimes they're undercharges. In recent weeks we've come up with a staggering percentage, around 49% of bills that are either incorrect, overcharged, or incorrect undercharged. And I would suggest that, if they're overcharged, that's fine, you get money back. If they're undercharged, then correcting the undercharge at that time, more often than not you get increased charges going forward, but at least it's peace of mind that whatever you're budgeting for is the correct amount. Then we complete a water audit by identifying any historical overcharging and undercharging. We also then look at your inputs, that's your water in and your wastewater out, and take note of all the relevant operations on your site. And then we'll send you what's called a water management proposal, together with some recommendations for cost savings. These will sometimes involve a site meeting. Sometimes they don't require a site meeting. We have sufficient documentation to make a claim against the water company for historical overcharging. On that point, I do often get asked how far we can go back in claims. Sometimes they can be 3 years, 5 years, 6 years. We've done claims recently 10 and 13 years. So in answer to that question, it all depends on the circumstances of each individual claim, and the water companies evaluate each individual claim on an ad hoc basis. So there's no real determination on that. We then complete any site surveys that are required. So we do engineering and consultancy surveys looking at water recycling, changes to the way that you discharge waste. We do waste samples, or we do water profiling. Basically, whatever, we're a solutions business. So whatever you're paying, 50 grand, 100 grand, 20 grand, we then rock up to your site, if you want a better description, with a set of tools, and we take out the tools to do the job. At the end of the site survey, we then forward you a written proposal with recommendations for cost savings. So we don't only do the survey, but we actually give you the recommendations and the specification of work to achieve the savings. Most of these, if not all of these, are on a fixed cost basis. The only percentage of savings we charge, if you could call it that, is percentage of any refunds. So if you've been overcharged for whatever length of time, then we charge you a percentage of any credit or refund that we gain back for you. Any savings going forward, you have 100% of those, and all that work's done on a fixed fee. We're particularly good at complex cases, and we're now having to look at cases that go back 10, 15, 20 years, where customers have been overcharged and they've received refunds. But at the time, we're then reviewing these cases. As I say, they're quite complex and they involve sometimes millions of pounds. So there's a lot going on in the water industry at the minute, but it all starts with the bills. Then finally, at the end of that process, then we can deal with your water procurement. Whether you're in Scotland or England, we can go out to the various water retail companies and get quotes for reduced costs of water and wastewater procurement. I have to tell you that we've been involved in a special project now. I can announce it. It's called switchwatersupplier.com. That's switchwatersupplier.com, and this will be a water retail procurement platform that will send out requests for quotes to the whole market, so all 25, 26 companies. In addition to that, there'll be a section for added value services. So we're not only looking at getting you the best price and the best deal, but we're also ensuring that you can engage with consultants or water retailers to reduce your costs. And it's all a part of an environmental push to start driving down consumption of water and the discharge of wastewater in the UK in line with the regulators' wishes. So we're hopefully we'll put a smile on Ofwat's face. Now, at the end of that process, once you've got all your costs resolved or your bills are correct, we then do ongoing monitoring of water bill validation as an ongoing basis, and just to make sure that any savings that we've made are secured and that the costs don't rise for any reason. So they're all monitored on a regular basis. Well, that's the water wastewater strategy in its entirety. If you're at all interested, then please do give me a call or go onto our website, which is www.h2lbuildingservices.co.uk. Thank you for watching.